Guys, what is going on? My name is Resmedic. I'm here with Lights Out Gaming. I was asked by my great buddy K2JW Woo to do a segment on my custom controller. It's a Battle Beaver custom controller. They are an elite company that is new into as far as the elite controllers are concerned. So I wanted to give you an idea of what you're going to get when you are interested in one of these controllers. So let's dive into that real quick. This is what my controller looks like. When I say customizable, it's 100% customizable. You can change colors. You can change a bunch of features. I want to go into these features one by one. I'm going to go into what makes my controller customizable for me. I will go into what kind of player I am and if this is the right feature for you. You're lucky though, when you check out the links below, one of them is going to be Battle Beaver. Take a look at it, put together a controller. While you're doing that, it's going to give you, this is for someone with small hands, this is someone for medium hands, this is typically for female players. And it truly is a nice thing, but let's talk about mine. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is my thumbsticks. My thumbsticks are concave, they're not domed. My boy E3EJ Villa, he likes his domed. Not for me. I am horrible with them domed. I feel like my thumbs want to slip off the whole time. Concave, they sit right in there. They don't move. I said when I tell them to move. Alright, so there's my thumbsticks, alright? I keep my thumbs there, and I don't have to take them off ever. And let me explain why. Like every Xbox, you do have your A, your X, your B, and your Y. Now, that is cool. The reason why I slanted the A and the X is because I wanted these two segregated from these two on the bottom of my controller. Now I got A, X, B, and Y. I can keep my thumbs on my joystick and still be able to function the jump, the slide, the reload, the change of the weapon, and that's Call of Duty. If you play Smite, my favorite god is Poseidon. They have combos. Poseidon's combo is a whirlpool to a Kraken to a tidal wave, and then you activate his trident afterwards. That fast and that simple. But I don't have to go here. I don't have to do all of that. I can if I want to, but I can still look around and move and aim and shoot if I want to, and I can do that for any game. That is pretty cool. The buttons on the bottom are cool. They are not the only company that offers functions on the bottom of your controller. Scuff offers something called paddles. Paddles work towards the middle, and they work on a rocking mechanism. Tap it forward, it's for a button. Tap it back, it's for a button. Paddles are cool. I don't like them as much as I like the buttons because I have to extend my fingers out for the paddles. Where the buttons, I can just firmly grip my controller, and when I want, I can just squeeze. Now my Xbox is on, so you're going to see a bunch of lights flash. All right. So I'm gonna go back to the home screen so I add to the little side light. Now, so I got the under buttons right here. My only issue with my under buttons is that I actually got them too close. If you see my finger size, that it looks like it's too big. Now you can almost rock your finger back and forth to hit the buttons differently. I just put the pads on the far sides, and that's comfortable for me. My next controller I am going to space them out a little bit. You can space out. They show the finger placings, and they say you want them high, do you want them medium, do you want them low. They ask which button you want to assign for that slot. So you don't have to go if you want A right bumper, B left bumper. Sure, go for it. It's your controller. Like I said, customizable. That's the thing you gotta think about. It's for you. So if you want something like that, cool, man, go for it. Not stopping you. Another thing I wanted to change is actually I went with a medium resistance on my thumbstick. I should have said that earlier. I'm a spastic player. I'm a little hyper sometimes. I got a little extra energy. It's ADD. It's fun when you're trying to think about a lot of things at once, but it sucks when you're trying to focus on one thing, like a game. This helps keep that under control. It keeps me as a much more fluid player. I went with a medium tension that goes normal, medium, and extreme. Extreme is 150% the normal tension of your regular controller. Should have definitely gone that. I'm still a little spastic, but I'm much better with the resistance in my controller. So I went with the concave thumbsticks. They got the resistance here. I got the buttons down here. I have a malt finish on this side. That's actually a foam rubber padding. You can see the color change from here to here. Extremely comfortable in my hands. I mean, extremely comfortable. It feels good. It's a nice light controller. There's no rumble strips in it. So my hands aren't going to cramp up. They don't really sweat that much because it's not that much weight on there. Now, summertime, you can't really change that. But even though my hands are going to sweat, the foam padding is going to keep a nice solid grip on there. So all that aside, there's still one other feature that makes it so cool, and that's a trigger. Now, all Elite controllers, they offer, like Scuff, they have an adjustable trigger. Battle Beaver also is the same trigger. It's adjustable right here as well. What it means is it'll go, as you squeeze the trigger, it reduces the distance between 1% and 100%. What I chose is a little different, and I'll tell you why. Because going between 1% and 100% is a little different between your games. You have Call of Duty over here with its sensitivity and its trigger squeezes, and then you have Halo over here, which is a lot more sensitive. So what you have for Call of Duty is great, and then you switch to Halo. Now you're jumping into games and you're just firing right off the bat. Well, first off, that's a waste of ammo. And second off, everyone's gonna know where you're at. You might get a little tense, squeeze the trigger just a little bit more than you think, and then you light up the radar. It's a pain. This is truly what it is designed. It's called the Smart Trigger System. And if you listen, the lights flashing means it's working, but it's just a button behind there. So you get from 0 to 100 like that. All you got to do is the act of actually trying to squeeze, and it has this little knob, push the button, you're good to go. Buttons are the way to go when it comes to the Elite controller, at least for me. There are many aesthetic things you can do. In fact, when you're building the controller itself, there are 18 pages of customization. That's crazy cool. Most of them are aesthetic purposes. One being the color of the shell, another being the color of your top buttons, one being the color of your D-pad. Now, if you notice, I went with the theme of chrome green. Chrome, trigger squeezes, bumpers, chrome, that little button right there. That button links up your Xbox. Completely worthless until you have to link up your Xbox, but that's about it. Yeah, chrome, why not? The only thing that didn't go chrome is my under buttons down here. I didn't have the option, or else I totally would have. But they were malt green. I really don't need it to be chrome. Like I said, this remote says Resmedic, because green's my favorite color. The only thing I didn't change really with this controller is the Xbox symbol in the middle. Yes, you can change the Xbox symbol in the middle. You can put it wherever you want. They offer a wide variety of what they have there. They also offer a browse logo button. So you can browse if you have a logo you have already set up. Put that logo in there, send it in there, they'll put it on there for you. Totally cool. You can change the background color of this as well. So if you don't like the standard white and you want like red and be like super evil looking, cool, man. You can have an evil looking controller. If you like my boy K2, I'd probably mention pink for him. Totally his hue. But what I'm going to do, I guarantee you, is my next controller is going to be a Battle Beaver. I'm going to have the lights out logo and its colors sitting right there. There's still going to be green in there. I mean, let's be honest. This is the best color in the color scheme, and it's the one I put on my controller. Beyond that, guys, the controller itself, it just does so much. It suits your game up so much, and it doesn't necessarily. It's not like it's cheating, because everything comes from here and from your actual skill and your action time here. It just enables you to unlock your brain a little faster, and it allows you to reload, shoot, jump, double jump, slide, do what you need to do, get in, get out faster while still being able to look around. Totally worth the buy. Definitely worth taking a look at the links below. Other things you might want to take a look at if you are interested in the Battle Beaver Customs, my boy E3 EJ Villa did do a review for SCUF controllers for PlayStation. So if you know a PlayStation player, or if you have both, man, good for you. But check out because his SCUF review is on point. He tells what he did, what he likes, what he dislikes about it. Also, he does have or did have a Xbox One SCUF controller, so he can actually give you insights, ask him questions. Him and Liquefier Tibby also do a couple different shows for Minecraft, Call of Duty Zombies. Liquefier does Gobblegum stuff. Justin will do Jay Villa. He does a zombies gun was an upgrade. The gun upgrade thing where you can tell pack a punch. Sorry, super early and got off work, but he'll tell you which gun does what in pack a punch. So if you know if it's a good buy for you, your particular gameplay style, also you get to see his cool little tricks because he knows a lot about those maps. He plays them a lot. They also do their Minecraft thing. So if you like to be creative, I do. I just try to stay away from it because I know it'll take up all of my time. Take a look at it, guys. There's a lot of cool things on there. K2JW Wu is going to do a segment. He calls it The Box. It's going to give you a lot of news on esports. Also, what's going to be up and coming with Lights Out Gaming. I know I'm going to be doing a segment called The Aid Station with my boy Medic291. It's our way of giving a little aid to the players that need it or are looking to improve their game. We are both medics. I was ex-Army medic. He is a paramedic. We take care of people outside of Xbox, and we like to help to extend that same courtesy to people in Xbox. I'm extremely tactical when it comes to games. I like everything from board to video games. Chess is my favorite game. You gotta be a couple steps ahead of your player in chess. That train of thought transfers into every game I've ever played, and it keeps me at least a step ahead most of the times. I can see plays before they happen. Sometimes I can't do anything about it. Other times I can. But it's definitely worth taking a look at. If you have any questions about it, do hit them once again. Check out the links below. Resmedic, I'm signing out. Happy hunting for whichever game you're playing, bro.